Hey there. Good evening. Good evening, folks. How's everyone doing? How's your evening, Russ? How's the chat? All right. What are we doing today? Pyro Prison. What else will we do? Got that turn 1 Blood Moon out 3 times. That's the way to win, Russ. Unless you have fluffy luck, then you just turn one Blood Moon and draw 15 lands and lose. Ooh, Merfolk Affinity and Merfolk, man, those are our best matchups. They're our best matchups to lose. Alright, what are we showing here? We have a spicy brew going on. I'm showing this one because we dropped, well, we didn't drop. We won our very first game last night, and we won it with a Charbelcher. If you haven't seen that, go see the highlight. It's to die for. But we're 1-0 in the current league that we're in, and we're gonna just sync back up with that and see what we can do with Icy Charbelcher here at Icy Charbel. We gotta go to our competitive league. So we're 1-0 here. 1-0. 1-0. We can do a quick view of the replay here. Gotta show that replay here. And the fly-in here. So we're gonna play this game through for the league and everything like that. But we get this Charbelcher out on turn 2 here. Get this Charbelcher out on turn 2, and not a whole lot happens here. So we'll show what happened right before we went. We Charbelchered here, and we showed 2 there. We showed a couple, just showed a couple. We kept going here. We'll step through here just as a quick recap, and we Charbelcher again, like we are doing here. We talk a little bit about filling our hand here, so on and so forth. This is where things got kind of interesting. We had an idle on here. We took a turn off. You know, things were interesting. You think your opponent's watching me? If he's not watching me, send him my way. We'll talk about the deck here, so he knows how to beat you, Russ. All right, so at this point, we're just thinking they're going to Cryptic us or something. That's the only way they can really bounce the Charbelcher. This is how we're finishing off last night. End of turn, and our opponent does the obvious here for a blue-white deck. Let's see here. So they end up paying, and they Cryptic us. And so we of course responded to this last night. And we were just going to Charbelcher them one more time. We're going to Charbelcher them one more time. So we Charbelchered them. The game's going to progress, we think, until we reveal this kind of stuff and just kill them out of nowhere. And that's how we finished last night. A mountain. Doing the damage on turn 6 with Charbelcher. Alright. So that's how we finished the league last night. If you missed it, that was the quick recap that they show you at the beginning of the show, what you missed last time. And so we're gonna jam right into here. Let's view the deck so we can see that while we're queuing for our league, and we're gonna hope we don't run into Russ here, but we might. So what's the deck trying to do? It's basically the normal Pyro Prison shell, except we have Icy Manipulator to tap down things. We're giving that a try, and then we have Goblin Charbelcher that just wins games out of nowhere, as you saw in the match 1 replay. Hopefully everyone's having a good Monday evening. Oh, it's not morning. Come on, Fluffy. Jeez, man. Monday morning. Oh. We also bring in an extra Magus because we think Blood Moon is a little bit better than other things here. So we'll see how things go. Bob the Dog. Bob the Dog, you are our opponent. We will play first because we won the dice roll. Look at this. Look at this. All right. Let's see here. This is a Chalice on turn 2. Chalice on turn 2 doesn't seem too good, though. Not against some of these lightning fast starts that we've seen here. We have a lot of lands otherwise in a Walking Ballista. Walking Ballista could get kind of big quickly, but I think I actually want to mulligan this. I don't feel like this is... I got this gut feeling this isn't what we want to be doing. So we're going to mulligan this. It's just a little slow. There we go. Alright, Chalice still, but we have a little more action, and we'll attempt to scry. So we'll keep this. Much better than just a Walking Ballista there. There's a Magus. We don't need that. We'll put that to the bottom, and we'll hope to draw in the next 2 turns. See how we progress here in this game. It's Bob the dog. Alright. So they're either Jeskai controlled, the Delver build, blue-white. Through the Breach, they could also be Storm. We don't really know here. If they're Storm, we would really like this Chalice to be on 2 instead of 1. I think we can take one more turn off here from playing, just because this could be Storm. Goes against really what we'd like to normally be doing, but I want to see one more land here. All right. So our opponent is blue-white control. Seeing the land's nice here. So we're going to go ahead and get down the Chalice on 1. It's a turn late here, actually. Actually, we can Blood Moon. We can Blood Moon. Why wouldn't we? What are we thinking? Blood Moon. Blood Moon on turn 3. Can you deal with that opponent? This actually feels pretty good. Uh-oh, there's some more blue mana there. Snapcaster, Serum Visions. Snapcaster, Serum Visions. Interesting. We may play a Chandra here and get a Chalice on 1, followed up by a Rabblemaster pinging off a Snapcaster Mage here. Might be a good way to do it. They bought them both with the Serum Visions. They're probably looking for the good stuff here. The good stuff. I think getting a Chandra down is pretty good here. The Chalice backup seems pretty good here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Locking down the board here. Hopefully they don't have another island. That would mean Cryptic is online. We'd like to stay in the realm of Rabblemaster being able to hit here. Our opponent's going to attack probably Chandra here. I don't see why they wouldn't. Right now we're out of the range of Logic Knot, not quite out of the range of a Mana Leak. So what we may do here is we may tick up Chandra if they don't play another land, just to secure Rabblemaster getting down here. I'm going to go ahead and F6 to our opponent, who is deciding whether or not to kill us or kill Chandra here. And we're not sure if they're just straight blue-white yet, or if they are potentially like a Jeskai build. If they're a Jeskai build, then bolts are a thing too. They are turned off at the moment. Our opponent goes for us. Interesting. And plays a D-Sphere here on Chandra. Has opted to do D-Sphere. This most likely means that Rabblemaster is getting down here, which is kind of nice. We can put on the pressure that we need. Because most of their spells are probably on 1, we're probably safe unless they decide to Supreme Verdict our face, which is also a possibility. A removal spell for Snapcaster would be great here, but in typical fashion. So we don't really want to lose Rabblemaster just yet, so we're going to just let things attack in and pass. We'll play our land and pass the turn. We are in Charbelcher territory now. This is always good. Opponent does have all the mana they could ever want, minus a couple blues. minus a couple blues. Opponent decides not to attack. Okay. Alright, so here's Walking Ballista. Now we've made the mistake before by doing Walking Ballista and not leaving up enough for Mana Leak, or in this case, not leaving up enough for Logic Knot 4. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4, we'd lose to a Logic Knot here. It may be smarter to get it down for just 2 here and be able to remove Rabble Master after pumping. The other thing we have to avoid here is the Supreme Verdict from our opponent. So I think we're going to play our lands here. And we're just going to chip in. We're going to chip in. We're going to let our opponent be the one that acts first here. 3 damage is nothing to shy at. It would be a lot more with Rabble Master getting down. But I think I'm okay to just sit back and wait. Our opponent basically doesn't have too much in terms of the blue and the white mana here. So I think we're okay here. Our opponent passes again. So we're just going to, again, chip in damage. We're going to let them decide when they would like to kill Rabble Master. Alright, our opponent has finally decided it is enough. In this case, we're going to try to resolve a Blood Moon here. They can remand this if they'd like. Secondary Blood Moon's good in case they do some sort of Wrath cryptic stuff going on here. So our opponent looks like they've had enough. Okay. So our opponent can't Logic Knot, but they can Mana Leak us. So we'll keep that in mind when playing this Ballista here. Let's see here. We could go for 1 more, but we can get this down for 2. And we can pump at end of turn for 3. And we have avoided the Mana Leak. We have learned our previous lessons. We are here to be better Magic players. And as such, we make better and more informed decisions. This only actually takes us off of like probably about 1-ish damage here, which is good. I'll go ahead and put a counter on the Ballista here. If they would like to try to get rid of Ballista, that's fine with us. There's a Chandra. We're going to go ahead and attack in here. Let's go ahead and put another counter. If they would like to deal with our Ballista, that is fine here. I'd like to get in for 4. Alright. Let's see here. They've left 2 mana open here. They have left 2 mana open. So that could be a Logic Knot, a variety of things. So we'll pump again here and get our 4 damage in. Do we want a basic land card at all? I don't know. I don't think we do. We don't need any basic lands. Alright, hopefully with the shields kind of down here. Oh, whoa. We have Gideon. Gideon could be a little bit of a problem. Alright, our opponent has Cryptic, that's clear. I'm going to go ahead and bait out with an Ensnaring Bridge here. I think Chandra can actually help kill faster. If they opt to let this resolve, we'll go ahead and pass, allowing them to Cryptic bounce it, which should be fine with us. We're not going to play into a Cryptic counter bounce, not with our Chandra here. Russ, do you have a sheet? Do you have a sheet of the phrases I'm not supposed to say? Alright, to our game plan, we'll pass the turn here. We're in a good position against blue-white. Did he really make a bingo card? Does he have a bingo card? Starting to notice how awesome this stream is. You're my favorite. That is so kind of you, Russ. All right. I don't think we care about Gideon. I really don't think we care about Gideon. There's another Supreme Verdict. Okay. We may go for Chandra here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chandra's probably not enough here. Alright. I think we pass. They have logic now. It's pretty obvious. They've been leaving blue up for quite some time. I think I need another threat before trying to get through. We have to keep in mind, although we are not necessarily the control player here, we have to remember that we have hard restrained our opponent to their mana. And I'm circling the blue mana here. They have 3. They can't snapcast or do too much here. We have to keep that in mind. Alright. You are welcome to scry and then draw 2. Two to the bottom. Alright, a threat would be good here. And a braid is not a threat. We're going to pass the turn here. We'd like them to tap out a little further, or we get a few more threats to force through. Boyle would be great here. There's a Jace. So our opportunity has arrived here. We have to just avoid a mana leak now, which shouldn't be a problem here. We will give our opponent the Vendilion Click. That's what they'll probably take here versus the lands. Oh, they took the land to cycle. They didn't care. Oh, they hit their blue. Come on, threat. Come on, threat. Alright. We're going to go ahead and go for it at this point. Here comes the logic knot. We might bait it out correctly, though, because we have a desperate ritual. So we'll see how much they tap for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6. So if they do less than 6, 6 or less will be good. And they may try to keep some of their graveyard here. So they may try to do just enough. Not your night tonight. Russ! Russ, you're letting the mountain folk down? You're letting the mountain folk down? I am disappointed, man. You can do it. You can do it. It's only 1 league. Only 1 more. Only 1 more, Russ, for the trophies. For the trophies, man. For 8. For 8. Our opponent is smart here. The genius. The genius behind the curtain there. 2 leagues. Russ, are you okay? 2 leagues. Ooh. Calm down, Russ. Whoa, man. Whoa, man. Keep it in your pants. There's a chalice. I don't know. Can we throw a chalice in 2? I don't know. Oh, and 3 tonight in your 2nd league. Well, that's like we said. You're not playing Icy Charbelcher. You're gonna have a Snapcaster. Have a Snapcaster. Alright, they took the Snapcaster. Man, they have a lot of islands here. Alright, we're going to enter a little bit of autopilot mode here. Our opponent has to prove that they can kill me. Right now, they have to get through 2 Blood Moons. Okay. Our opponent is tapping interestingly here, using all their blue. Way to go, man. We'll shoot down Snappy. We'll shoot down Snappy. There goes Snappy. Vintage Cube. Yes. Yes. Resolute 8. The Vintage Cube. It's like magical Christmas land. See, we're past Christmas, but you can like experience Christmas again. That's what you need to do, man. Get on it, Russ. Also, they gotta get rid of this ensnaring bridge. We're getting to start bashing face in. Look at all this. Look at all this. Let's do a chalice on 2. There you go. There you go, opponent. You like that? Negate. Wow. Playing mill? Your win condition with mill is Emrakul? What? I'm confused. Please help. Ooh, Icy Manipulator. Alright, we'll pass. The iciest of manipulators. How are you winning this game? I'm not winning this game. However, I can play faster than my opponent, and if we go to game 3 after I win game 2, then he loses on time. A little bit of clock management. He also has to prove he can kill me. He might fire up Gideon here now that I have 4 cards in hand, and I'll just Desperate Ritual. Also, Jace is going for the W here with the tick-ups. So, that's a thing that's going to happen. Alright. Let's see if he likes the Icy Manipulator. This card comes out, by the way, in the blue-white mirror. Or the, not mirror, but the blue-white deck. Do you like Icy Manipulator, opponent? Do you like that card? Snapcaster. Negate. Yeah! Opponent doesn't want that. You got it, opponent. This is all fine. Opponent had a good read of that card. Little good read of that card. Maybe our opponent will attack. Begin combat. Begin the combats. We'll dump our rituals here. Alright, go for it, opponent. F6. Here, you can have a search. Actually, maybe we should put them together so he doesn't put them on the bottom and then he can't mill us out. That's a thought. We're gonna cast this little guy here. This little guy of mine. He's gonna let him shine. Alright. Now we have 6 because our opponent has to do all these sequencing. Like I said, they have to kill me, and they actually haven't shown me a single cryptic. Oh. Oh. There's some cryptics. Just gotta make sure they have them. Two 5/5 flyers on turn 2 is good versus Ponza. How'd you get 2 5/5 flyers? What? Bye, Ensnaring Bridge. Bye. Bye. Goodbye. archive trap? Oh, the Jace, the bad Jace Phantasmal thing. Alright. Oh, Snapcaster. Buddy. Buddy. That's weird. Alright, we're going to F6 to our opponent, let them kill us here. They're 2 minutes behind us. They'll be probably a little bit more. And then we'll play super fast next game. You have to remember, though, they've spent 11 minutes trying to kill us this game. 11 minutes. We're going to let them do it. Little clock management. But yeah, blue-white, I usually try to run these out further and further. Just because things like Boil is going to help us lock it up in Blood Moon. But they also have a real hard time killing us. He has it in 2 turns here, but he's just lost 30 seconds there. Little clock management. We'll play this out. Hello? They have to counter this. Alright, opponent. You got it. By the way, notice also they're at 12 cards left in deck. They literally have to spend the whole game doing this. So they have 12 cards left. They certainly probably have a lot of counters and such, but it shaved 12 minutes off of their clock. Little clock management there. Little clock management. Alright. I don't like Ensnaring Bridge in this matchup necessarily, and I also don't like Magus in this one. I might leave one Magus in. We'll have to see. I'll have to see if I can find a room for it. Torpor, Spellskite, Eidolons, Hazoret, Boil. These are all good. Spyglass is good in this matchup as well. And I don't think I need anything else. So that's 8 cards. We take these 8 out and we jam it. Slag Storm hits face. A Braid will get rid of something that's in our way. Walking Ballista could get in as well. Chandra. Goblin Charbelcher here are all fine. It would be nice to have. Cage for Snap is an option. I don't know if I really care that much to have Cage in. Yeah, Torp Orb should answer that. Torp Orb also answers the one of Vendilion Click. Whoa, 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 we're jamming. We're jamming? What, we're jamming? Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to have another one, but I don't think I have something that I want to take out here. A couple Slag Storms are good. Hits face. Clears creatures. Braid's good. They do have the Gideons. Now, we didn't see Ally of Zendikar, but still, not bad. Like I said, maybe want to Braid out for a Cage would be an option, but I don't think that's the right play here. I think Boil will be fine here if we don't get a we've kind of like sub 2 Maguses out. Yeah, we have sub 3, but we brought in a Boil. Hazoret dies to Path to Exile. Keep the Magus. Keep the Magus. What, over like something else? Keep the Maguses? For what? For what, Russ? For what? Quick! Ah! Over the Slag Storms? Maybe 2 over the Slag Storms here. If I see something different. What does a Braid do? I don't know. I don't know. Clear stuff. Alright. Alright, chat. Chat. Hey, Russ. We're trying to be better Magic players. What do you think? Yes, and a Braid sucks. Alright. Fine. Fine. I'm just trying to be better, guys. You don't have to bash my face in. I'm here to take the beating for all the noobs out there, but you don't have to be so violent and attack me. I understand. Alright, we want to play first. We have a turn to Magus, which is decent. We also have all these threats, which are all really good. This is, I think, a keep. I think this is a keep. Drink. Drink means keep. Is that what it is? Is that what that means? I think this is a keep hand against blue-white. Against blue-white. I think this Eidolon could do some work here. Eidolon might hit a path immediately too, and then rabble. Alright, we're going to keep this. We also might say, if we see blue, if we see the tap land or something immediately and not a blue, or if we see blue, we may just Magus immediately to get them off white and then play Eidolon right after. Or rabble. Ooh, Eidolons. I just want to Eidolon. I think I don't care about his land here. He doesn't care about his land either. Look at that Eidolon. Look at that little pillar flame there in the middle. Look how happy he is. Dude, like, this party would be fun to attend. Just saying. Just saying. So we did see Settle the Wreckage, so we have to be either too fast or... Alright. What is this? Negate? Afraid of a blood moon here? Remand? Mana leak? What do we think this is from our opponent? What do we think this is? What do we think it is, and how can we bait out something here? Huh. I guess... Well, let's get in some damage here first. I'm not really sure, though, what we're playing here. I kind of want to play the other Eidolon here, but they could just wait and get up to 4 mana. It may be Magus time. Magus bait out something, play Rabble Master next turn. I think that's the play here. Let them counter this, take some more damage. If they don't counter this, it sticks, and now we have... Alright. And there may be a reason to, like, hold off on some of this. I don't know. There may be a reason to hold off on some of this. What do you guys think? Are we holding off? We want to be aggressive, but we don't want to run into a Supreme Verdict here. We've shut off white. Or we haven't shut off white. Look at that. Look at that tasty white. Tasty white mana. A land and Spellskite wouldn't be bad. I just feel like they're just holding for a Supreme Verdict here next turn. I might just hold everything and just force them to, like, do something about these 4 power. Doesn't kill them in all the turns, but... Clearly our opponent's trying to think if they want to cantrip or pass something off. Blood Moon's not really worth it at the moment, but Eidolon is damage, and if they have like a fetch land or something, they'll need some mana. Vendilion Click? D-Sphere. Getting rid of Magus. Okay. Alright, so here we could rabble. We could rabble and try to make them have it. And if they do have it, then we can play out Spellskite and Eidolon following. I kind of like that line here. I want to make them have the Verdict and to burn it here. If they don't have the Verdict, we're getting in for a lot here. If they don't have the Verdict, we're getting in for a lot. You got it, opponent? Where's that fetch land? Where's that fetch? See, if they have Colonnade in hand, they want Magus on the field. Silly, silly opponent. All right, Russ. I got a question for you. Would there be any reason to have surgical extraction in the board? Now, hear me out. We do have the graveyard hate, so on and so forth. There's a Jace. This is interesting. So we have the graveyard hate, but on the flip side, we could like remove something from blue-white or something, and you could remove it from them countering it or whatever. Ooh. Oh, hop daddy, hop daddy. Woo, what a draw. What a draw. Too bad we can't play and attack in. Too bad we can't play and attack it in. Alright. Because we can do 3. Not quite enough. We're probably playing it regardless. Alright, so we attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at our opponent. Ignore Jace. It's 5 at our opponent. We go all at face? Just ignore Jace completely here? Yeah, you got a lot of triggers, buddy. We play out Hazoret, make them have an answer for Hazoret. If they've got land, they can path and verdict. If they have like, Wrath of God, though, they can't at the moment. Reveal top 3. You can have land. You can have land and Serum Visions, or you can have Cryptic here, buddy. Cryptic is in hand now. Alright, well, we'll be able to pitch something. It's kind of nice. So he has a Cryptic. So we'll move to combat. Has the Cryptic now. Doesn't Cryptic. There it is. Tap, draw. Okay. Alright. Do we just pitch, or do we play Blood Moon here? I think we play Blood Moon here. Play Blood Moon, shut him off this white here. I think that's fine here. Take a little more damage. We're in our begin combat phase. It's hard to play a Blood Moon in our begin combat phase. There we go. Take a little more damage. It's fine. I think this is fine here. So that's a tap draw from our opponent. We've now shut him off probably double white for some time. So Wrath of God is probably out of the works here. At any time we can empty our hand in order to attack with Hazoret as a surprise attack. I think I like this. Not attacking Jace may have been incorrect, but I think it's actually been more correct. Our opponent is thinking. Thinking on the Drammons. Alright, Russ. How's that third league going, Russ? By the way, how's everyone doing? How's Resolute doing? How's Resolute 8 doing? I'm ignoring Resolute 8 here. Resolute 8. By the way, sneaking in a little bit earlier, Zale Gaming. Zale Gaming with that little sneak in there earlier. I see you. I see you there. I see you there. Ooh, crazy good dinner. What'd you have? Pasta? Revealing. There's a verdict. There's a verdict. You can't cast your verdict. Let's give you Let's give you those options. Just lurking. We always shout out to our lurkers. Hey, lurkers. Resolute is the king of the lurkers, or queen. I won't judge. Okay. Yeah, think about it. It's interesting. Like in this instance, surgical, you're cryptic. Goodbye. Surgical snapcaster, you know, or logic knot or something like that. Kind of a spicy one of. It hurts us because of the Phyrexian mana, but and it's a non-bow with our Chalice plan, but so is like the cage and stuff. I don't know if the blue-white match is really necessarily a easy win. Our opponent's really tanking on this. I don't think it's necessarily an easy win per se. I don't think it's a win more. I think it's a kind of like a boil. Cast it, they counter it, and then your threat gets down. Surgical is cast it, they counter it, your threat gets down. If our opponents in like Tron matchups or other things like that, we get through one Karn, or we get, you know, or they have to pitch for some reason something, you could bring it in and snag that, or you could snag like one of the lands or something that if we killed it or something like that. That's kind of what I was thinking, is you can snag things from our opponent. Cooked a cheeseburger, some over easy eggs, and baked some cauliflower broccoli. Dang, man. I had like mac and cheese. We did cook some sausage, so that was good. Living the low carb life. Yeah, kind of like you saw in game 1, they didn't care. They certainly didn't care about a lot of the stuff. They didn't even care about an Assyrian bridge. Alright. Wow. So we can rebuild our board pretty good here. We're going to move straight to combat. Straight to combat because it's pretty sure we win if we get to attack here. Cryptics. Tapping the team. At this point, at end of turn, we're going to pitch. And we're going to slow kill him with Hazoret here. Bouncing Blood Moon. Bouncing Blood Moon. So I have blue-white open. Okay. So I have blue-white open. So they can counter something. So we lead out on Desperate Ritual here. No, we lead out on Eidolon. We lead out on Eidolon here. And then we Desperate Ritual. Taking 4 now. Because, well, then they have to counter when we play our Blood Moon. We'll take a whole done. This also gives them the blue-white that they need to do the verdicts. Alright, opponent, you got it. I don't want them to cycle off a remand or something like that. They can have the blue-white here. They have enough to do what they need to. It doesn't kill Hazoret, though, so that's something to be noteworthy of here. We can rebuild after as well. They've boiled through 2 cryptics. Alright, so our opponent, Supreme Verdicts. We are fine with that. Hazoret sticks around. Alright, so if we do this, we're going to pay 3. We're going to discard. I'm thinking we're just discarding until they die here. I agree. We'll discard an Eidolon. We'll discard an Eidolon. We're not... I don't think we redirect here. Do we redirect? Is there any reason to redirect? No. You get another set of draws here. I'll say no to the redirect. Pass the turn. Land is really important here. So if we do this, it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and Desperate Ritual here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go ahead and Eidolon here. So Eidolon, without a counter here, threatens. We have enough to pitch. We have enough to play Spellskite. Oh, no. 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 Do we pitch now? Does Spellskite matter anymore? I think we want the Blood Moon down. Pitch Skite. What about playing Blood Moon here? What about playing Blood Moon? They can, I guess, Celestial. Let's go ahead and discard a Spellskite, and we're gonna redirect so they don't get a draw off Jace here. We're gonna redirect for one turn here to clear Jace off. Mainly because we don't want them having the draws. Alright. So we'll see if that 2 damage bites us here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can activate Celestial Colonnade here. We're going to wait a turn. We're not going to attack here. And we're going to try to get a land, and we can then try to jam both threats. Land and both threats. Snapcast or something? Snapcaster. That's fine with us. Doing Celestial Purge. Targeting an Eidolon here. Alright, they're at 2. There's the 2 damage. I guess they wouldn't take that line if they were at 2, so we'll imagine they're still around 2. There's 1. Ooh, Rabble Master. Rabble Master, can you do it for us? I kind of like this. Kind of like this. If we draw a land, kind of like this. Kind of like this. Come on. Come on. You can do it, Rabble Master. Oh, they're getting in for 2. Get in for 2. Yes. Land off the top, please. Land. 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 Yes, we're going for it. We're going for it, chat. Look at that Blood Moon. Yeah, he has 4 minutes on the clock because we wasted the time at the first. Spell Queller. Spell Queller. Alright, we're going to jam it. We said we go for both. Cryptic. Logic not for 2. Our opponent had it all. Our opponent has it all. Wow, and they have a timely reinforcement. We'll attempt the Blood Moon here. Our opponent literally has every counter. Wow, just enough time for our opponent. Just enough time. Dang. Dang. No. Alright. Well, we'll jump back into another league game here. That's alright. But yeah, if we would have gotten to a game 3, we certainly would have been favored there. Plenty of time on our clock, no time on our opponents. Alright. I'm not sure if this hand's worth it or not. Not sure. Main reasons for not sure is because we can't cast anything. We can't cast a single thing here. And we have a lot of ensnaring bridges. I think we're going to have to mulligan this. Mulligan. Alright. We can try to scry into a land here. This is a little weak to discard. But I do like it a little bit better. Our opponent has also mulligan. Alright, Resolute. You take care. You have a good night. Alright, our opponent takes the Chalice. The Chalice. Pretty obvious turn 1 discard spell there. We'll see what our opponent takes next if they have another discard spell here. They are down to 5 cards already. Already 5 cards. The Bauble. If they're unable to get rid of my Blood Moon here, Icy Manipulator might be pretty good against Grixis Death Shadow. Alright. Land off the top would be nice. Bridge is pretty good here too. We will go ahead and put down the Blood Moon though. Run straight into that Stubborn Denial that they've got over there. Right into the Stubborn Denial. Hit me up with it. There it is. Alright. So if this is Grixis Death Shadow, they have literally gotten their 2 basics immediately. It's pretty good for them. Pretty good. We need another land. Another land would be good here. We have been discarded and we used a Simian Spirit Guide, and we are now equal to our opponent in lands. Opponent opts. Can't play Death Shadow just yet. But they can play a big threat. Alright, we need a land. Land. Not a land. Alright, I'm going to pass to our opponent here. We need the land because now that Stubborn Denial is up, not that they necessarily have it, but we'll see. We're going to run out Blood Moon first. Try to take them off a few things here. Our opponent may not care about this. But if they do and they use another Stubborn, I'd be happy with that. Opponent shocks themselves. Alright. They don't care enough. Let's go ahead and play... Let's go ahead and try the Icy Manipulator here. It means we take 1 more damage here, but now we have a way to tap down the threat here going forward. And in case the Ensnaring Bridge didn't stick. If the Ensnaring Bridge didn't stick, we'd be taking 5 here anyway. And Temur Battle Age. Alright, he got an opponent. Opponent's got it. Alright. Alright, we'll take these 5 out and bring these 5 in. We'll submit. So we're looking to just just race our opponent a little bit here. The best way we race our opponent, though, is locking them out and then getting a threat down. That would be the best way. Let's see here. I'd like to play first. Yes, please. It's a turn 2. They probably have a Thoughtseize. We can play our Chandra pretty quickly, though. We'll go ahead and keep. See where it gets us. See where it gets us. Let's see here. Bobble. It's a good sign for us. What's Bobble gonna be doing here? Street Wraith. Scalding Tarn. Fetching, shocking. Did not fetch shock. So the question is, do they have another Stubborn Denial here? They probably do. We'll Spellskite here. We'll play around it. We'll play around our opponent having it. I'm surprised they didn't Thoughtseize turn 1, so this is, I think, the safer line here. Slightly safer line. And then they can also Thoughtseize away our Blood Moon, but we'll get a Chandra down, which is pretty strong. There's the basic island. Our opponent opts. Opting now that they can't Stubborn Denial anything. They put the card on top and draw it. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and put a little music on. Let me see if I can find that. No copyright sound stuff. No copyright. Background music. Sure. Opponent Gurmag Anglers here. That's pretty good on our opponent. Chandra is pretty good here as well. Blood Moon would be nice to get down. I think we'll go ahead and Blood Moon here. Turn off the black mana. Let's see here. Let's find some good music. On to game 2. Nice. Alright. We got a little music coming here. They have the basic swamp as well. Our opponent has had both basics both games. Not much we can do against that. Opponent Thoughtseizes us. Chat, if you would let me know if the music's too loud, you just holler in that chat. If it's a little too soft too, let me know. I think I got it about where it was yesterday. Taking a Chandra. Alright, well, I guess we try to slam Chandra here into the Stubborn Denial. This doesn't get any better here, so... Yep. We need a bridge. Needing a bridge. Unfortunately, this is a really good matchup for us too, and it's falling through here. A 1-1. A 1-1, guys. 1-1. Yeah. Let's see here how they attack. I was thinking about this. They attack with both. I guess we'll offer a trade here and we'll block. That's interesting. I guess they have it for the destroy. They have it for the destroy artifact, that's for sure. Gotta play that threat out, otherwise we die. This doesn't not look like our kind of game though, unfortunately, at this point. That was a sweet use of Rakdos Charm, though, that's for sure. Block Mr. Gurmag. Got Battle Rage again? Nope. Come on, bridge. Bridge, 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 bridge. Ooh. Ooh, bridge, please. Bridge. Bridge. Bridge off the top. Secure, is it? Blood Moon. We'll concede. Alright. Two games. Not so great here. Not so great as we start the evening. We'll just jam it right back though. Not so good. Alright. See if we can improve and get this 3-2 in this league. We will play first. Alright, this is fine. We have redundancy in the case that we play another Grixis Death Shadow. Alright. Leon Gemstone, pass the turn, give very little information out if we can, unless they're familiar with our deck. Blue-white again? Alright. Well, we'll get one-on-one here. Should be nice. We'll try to get a Chalice on 2 as well. That'll be nice. Getting that basic island and opting. Spell Snare. Spell Snare. Spell Snare. Alright, opponent. That was clever. You got another Spell Snare? Didn't think so. Didn't think so, opponent. Alright, Blood Moon would be kind of nice here. Our opponent does have all the blue mana that they could ever want. But we're going to pass the turn. See if we can get them to tap out for like something interesting here. Okay. We get a... I guess a little mana fixing on their end. Alright, right before Cryptic, we probably want to do something here. One, two, three, four. We don't have enough mana to do both. If they counter anything here. Alright, we're going to play around a mana leak here. Play around the mana leak. Hey, we got it. Got to stick. Alright. Chalice on 1 protects Magus. And they're off of a couple colors there. We can probably get the Chandra down next turn. They do have quite a bit of mountain power there. Rabble Master feels like a better threat. A quicker threat as well. We're not going to attack in with the Magus. That's just asking for a Snapcaster. Look, I got my Colonnades back. So we'll pass. They're a little ways away from a Supreme Verdict or a Wrath of God or Settle the Wreckage. So we'll take our small beats here. Gotta avoid those clever plays by our opponents. I find reason to take it just a touch slow here. Ooh, what is this? D-Sphere, getting rid of Magus of the Moon, probably. Getting rid of Rabble Master. Well, that's interesting. Since they didn't get rid of the Magus here, oh, I was gonna say I can just. One, two, three. You can't play around Mana Leak. Can't play around Mana Leak. Are we worried about Mana Leak here? Logic Knot, Mana Leak. I think we just go for it. We go for it. We're punished if they have the Mana Leak. Much punished. Can't overthink it too much. Can't think it over too much. Looks like our opponent wishes they had their D-Sphere back. Once again, we'll take it easy here. We're going to attack him with just the Goblin, avoid the Snapcaster to get rid of the Magus. If we had 3 mana open, I would do it, because I could then Magus right after. But we're going to keep our opponent on the rocks here. Slagstorm's nice. We'll tick up, see what we find. Nothing of interest. What's our opponent have? Restoration Angel. Alright. It's kind of precarious position here because we can kill this Restoration Angel to keep Chandra alive, but then we have to play our Magus out and we have to hope that they don't have a counter here. With that kind of play, I'm thinking they may not. So this may be worth it. So we're gonna risk it. See what kind of response we get from our opponent. Did we get you? We're relying heavily on this. Resolving. Keep Chandra alive longer. Torpor Orb's great in this matchup. Resolves. That felt like a I must deal with this kind of response. Alright. Hey Snapcaster. Alright, we won't block. Our Chandra doesn't take as much here. We can't block because Colonnade will come back online here. We don't want that to just get in on Chandra here. There's another Blood Moon. Go and exile. Pyretic is not what we want here. Let's go ahead and jam this Blood Moon here. Gives us an alternate Blood Moon here. And I think we can actually get in with Magus here. If they would like to flash something in there, that's fine. Restoration Angel obviously just kind of gets Chandra anyway. Alright. I'm going to start playing a little bit faster if we can. See if we can close out this game. I think our opponent needs another blue source. Alright. We'll attempt to cast this. That means the Magus can't attack here. We'll pass the turn with one card in hand. This will actually keep Chandra alive probably longer from any Restoration Angels. It's unlikely they have any, but if they have any way to bounce or kill Magus somehow, then this kind of protects us. Vendilion Click. And that's another reason. Now they have a flyer here. They're going to do it to themselves here. Getting rid of a Spell Snare. That seems like a pretty dead card. Round 2 versus that new Jeskai deck that just won the Open. Game 1 win. Nice, Rust. Nice. Blood Moon. I'm going to say no to that. We have our Blood Moon effects. I'm going to pass the turn. We have a 4-turn clock. Actually, 3-turn with a Chandra ult. Bridge is really key here. We hide behind the bridge. Hiding behind the bridge. We'll probably keep the bridges in this time around because they're showing to be a little more aggressive with their creatures here. Getting a Phantasmal Image, copying, click. Checking out their own hands, cycling. Legends itself. Literally a Phantasmal into Cryptic. So they pitched a Cryptic here. They're literally needing just action is what they're looking for. We'll go ahead and cast a Simian Spirit Guide here. Keep things on the low here. Low end. Alright. There's a Walking Ballista. That's pretty good here. We're going to tick up here. We'll do 2 damage to our opponent. We're going to attack in with everything here. Offer to do lethal here. We have this Blood Moon effect. I'm not too worried right now. I'm going to take 2. Go to 1. Play Walking Ballista, ping. That's the play. That is the play. Our opponent's not sure if they want to block or if they want an opportunity to attack him for Chandra here. Alright. And take their one. We're going to attempt a walking ballista on one here. Leaves plenty of mana open. They could logic knot this. They're down to 2 cards. I think this is safe to try here. Walking ballista actually may stay in just because Vendilion Click and Snapcaster are small. Alright, we got there. Icy Manipulator probably can come in here. Goblin Charbelcher is a question mark. Hazard and Boil are great in this matchup. Anger seems to be pretty decent here. Spellskite, Torpor Orb, and Eidolons are pretty decent here. Otherwise, I'm not seeing anything else I want. Braid, question mark. Let's not do the 2 Angers here. Same with the Slag Storms. We'll keep the Walking Ballistas in if we can find room here. Let's see here. What would we take out here? It's hard to say. Kind of don't want these Ensnaring Bridges. If we were to take the Ensnaring Bridges out, that'd be 7 for 7. We get to keep Icy and Goblin Charbelcher in here. I know I just said I'd probably keep them in. But I think we can be more aggressive than our opponent. Our opponent, though, has a lot of creatures. But we'll run this. Run this for game 2 and see how it does. Icy Manipulator is actually a way to turn off 2 mana. 1 at the end of their turn, 1 at the beginning of yours. Costs you 1, but it can get things around where you need to. This hand would be great with a land, but we don't have one. So we're going to have to mulligan. This hand would be great with lands. We have 1. Gosh. We might keep this and try to just scry into a land. Oh, we'll put that on top. And we're going to go all in on Rabblemaster here. We're going to go all in on Rabblemaster. Hope they don't have a path. No path. No path. Don't do it to me. Look at that. You're safe. No Blood Moon, buddy. But your spell snare is no good. This path that you're about to use is great, though. Path? Alright. Getting in. Got to create. Attacked. This all feels good. Snapcaster? That's fine. So we're going to trade a Snapcaster here. This feels fine. Walking Ballista before combat would have prevented that, but we'll get an Eidolon down here. We're actually going to just try to force our way all the way through this. Double Goblin's not bad here. Double Goblin. It's a good use of a Snapcaster for us. There's another land. We'll play that out. Okay, I'm going to go for the attack here. See if we get another Snapcaster here. That would be fine with us. Another Snapcaster? A Vendilion Click. Okay. Triggers. Targeting. Me. You want me to have both of these Walking Ballistas? If you don't block, I kill. Apparently this mill deck is good. What kind of matchups are you playing against, Russ? I don't know about if that's good or not. Our opponent lets us have everything we ever dreamed of in our hand. We trade off with Eidolon here. We'll play out our Walking Ballista, number 1. So for Ponza and New Jeskai. D-Sphere, getting rid of Gobbles. Ooh, Jace. Can we draw? Can I draw? Let us draw. Let us draw. Draw, you might keep Jace. Ah, we get to draw. Oh! Ooh, the boil. Land. Oh, we wait for the fetch at end of turn. We do it. We get him, chat. We just go for face. We're going for face. Oh, fetch. You get that island. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, our opponent is so smart. What is this? Oh, target player draws. Oh, that's not fair, opponent. Did they just really play around Boyle? I think they played around Boyle. No one expects mill, Russ. No one expects mill. That's not an island. Oh my gosh, we didn't put a counter. We're good. We're good. Should have a counter on Walking Ballista. Can we go to combat? Hee hee. Do it. Do it. Yes. I'll take that. I'll take 2. I wouldn't call it game over just yet, Russ, but in response, you lose. I won't call it quite game over, but I probably hurt him quite a bit. In response, you lose. Oh, I get giddy too, especially when I'm like, fetch. You can do it, fetch. Fetch, opponent. What is this? Search for the Azcanthas. Okay. You got it, opponent. Field of the Ruin. Alright, this time we're going to pump. I'm going to pump this Walking Ballista. Snapcaster Mage. Let that come in. We're going to put a counter on Mr. Walking Ballista. Bye. Alright. Good interaction, opponent. Nice Snapcaster. Alright, opponent's going to get a million looks at cards here, so... He pitched a Hallowed Fountain. That's interesting. Flipping. I guess I get the blue over here. Target player draws. You're not being very nice, Jace. Little Jace here. Little Jace Blair. Alright, opponent. Opponent. We need to have a discussion here. Jace needs to share the love. If Jace shares the love, you may not die. Because my draws are amazing. Plays a Colonnade tapped. We enter the combats. We'd like to enter the combats. Tap down? Can't. Cryptic. One, two, three, four. I can't do both. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put a counter. And pass the turn. Target player draws again. Jace is just not fair. Jace not fair, all this draw. I got a draw out of it. Drew me into Boil, didn't it? Something like that. 2 5/5 flyers. So Russ, you have impeccable luck to continuously get the mill cards you need and the cards, little flyers here. Oh, that'll do it. Gain a little bit of life there. Gaining a little bit of life. Opponent has done such. We will draw 10 million lands here. Somehow we have to get around Sphinx here. Get some Sphinx. Is your opponent deciding whether to path or not? Okay. The target is Walking Ballista. So we can just ping down Jace and then get it back down for 2. So we'll put it back down for 2. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. I don't really want them gaining life just yet. I could pump Ballista. Potentially twice. Venser is an interesting one. I haven't seen that card in a while. Opponent opts. Opponent is opting. Puts a card on top, draws a card. Gets in for 3. Yeah, that's fine. It's a fine opponent. Have you goofed, opponent? Has our opponent goofed? What do you got now? Restoration Angel? Another Kitchen Finks. Ugh. What is this? Gemstone Caverns. Opponent Vendilion clicks. Okay. Us. We can keep both? That'd be great. Oh my gosh, another gemstone cavern. Well, we're going to put all the counters on here now. We're going to pass the turn here. Have to play a little defense, see if we can get Walking Ballista high enough. They probably have a removal spell. Opponent's strategy game 3 is to mill to 3. I doubt that was their strategy. Alright, Walking Ballista. You have done well, Walking Ballista. And our opponent is clearly more creature-based than we expected. With Kitchen Finks, Vencers, Mendelian Clicks, Snapcaster Mages. It's most unfortunate. The Blood Moon. They don't know about this Gemstone Cavern in hand. See if Blood Moon can do it here. Blood Moon would completely take them off blue mana. They are down to their last card, though. Negate. So Negate was their last card in hand. Alright, I need like a Chandra or something here. They gonna activate a Colonnade and come in at us? Goodness. Once again, our opponent, though, on the other side of the field is low on time when playing against blue-white. Another Cryptic. Cryptic's a pretty good card. Alright, we'll block and block. We're going to just pass because I think we're pretty much dead. Yep. Almost had our opponent. Let our opponent fire up whatever they need to, do whatever they want, flash in, use their time. Alright, so we're going to bring the Ensnaring Bridges back in. Clearly Ensnaring Bridge is much, much stronger than we thought it was going to be against our opponent. Much stronger. Alright, we're going to begin the sideboards here. So Angers are going to come in, Slag Storms and Bridges are going to come in. What's going to come out? Goblin Rabblemaster actually doesn't feel like he's going to get there. Hazoret could. So leave Hazoret in. Walking Ballistas take down quite a few things. Eidolon actually feels like it's not going to get there because a lot of their stuff is 4 that we saw. I think the rest of this is fine. We'll probably go down 1 Walking Ballista here. Run this back. This is a weird matchup to say the least. To say the least. Alright, so this is what we're going to run back. We're bringing in basically a lot of the removal kind of package here. It doesn't hit Resto, but it hits just about everything else, which I think is going to be kind of important here. They seem to be super creature heavy. Unless they're switching back and forth between creatures and control, in which case it's going to look really odd when they don't play any of their creatures this time. But they have a lot of ETB creatures as well, so Torpor Orb getting down would be really nice here. We'll see how it pans out, though. We'll see how it pans out. Alright, we are on the play. This is a pretty good hand. Doesn't do a whole lot immediately, though. We might have to pitch this based on our opponent being blue-white. 3-0 with Mill, baby. I'm playing a little kid's deck. It's not a little kid's deck. Just makes you feel like a little child inside. I think we're gonna have to mulligan this. We really need this W too. Gonna mulligan. I feel like everything gets countered. Can't empty our hand fast enough for Hazard either. Alright. Well, fortunately this gemstone isn't on the draw. We'll keep this. And we'll put the Blood Moon on top. Actually, gives us redundancy trying to resolve the Magus here in the future. Get this Chalice on 1 here. Chalice on 1 seems fine. Path will be protected, so Magus can get down here. I think we have a better chance to get Magus down than Blood Moon right now. So we'll go ahead and give that a shot here. See what our opponent does. We play the Magus first because they have a lot of, negate type stuff. They might have a Logic Knot here. Huh? Right, they get the basic planes. Hopefully they think they can path our Magus here. Basic planes is a bit interesting. If they don't have a blue source here, we're just going to Chandra. Which I can't imagine they have too many islands. But Chandra will be good. Oh, there's the blue source. Hi, blue source. There's another Magus here. We're going to go ahead and attack in. Because if they want to do that Snapcaster Mage stuff again, they're more than welcome to here. I don't. Do we try for another Magus here, or do we try for Chandra? I'm gonna run into a negate probably. Try Blood Moon. That might bait out something here. They're gonna have blue again. They're gonna get a draw here. Let's do a Blood Moon here in case they have Supreme Verdict. Alright, we got the negate out. We have a backup Magus if we need to. And the backup Magus, hopefully keep him off the mana. Especially if this next card is a Supreme Verdict. Okay. I don't have Supreme just yet. I don't have Logic Knot either. Stop giving us this lands deck. So if we attack in, they get 2 blue to counter something here. I think we just Chandra here and hope for no more negates. It's unlikely. Ooh. Well, in that case, we'll tick up. Alright, start applying our pressure. We're not going to attack in this time. They have Restoration Angel, and they have Snapcaster. There it is. There it is. Well, maybe we'll draw our bridge next. That could be nice. This is a lot of damage in the air that we'll be taking over time here. Hit our Chandra. It's a fog effect for us. We do get an extra draw here, and Snare and Bridge would be nice, especially off the top. Our opponent is casting something here. Explosives for 3. Our clever opponent. Opponent is so clever. Well, we'll tick up, see what we draw. Oh. Alright, I'm playing Snaring Bridge here. See if this gets some sort of like baited out early engineered explosives. We're pretty far behind though. Alright, they're gonna get all their mana here. Oh. Yep. Engineer explosives, that's the thing. So opponent has all their mana. They can take down Chandra. We're in a real bad spot against our opponent. Another ensnaring bridge off the top wouldn't be bad. See if they have another way to remove it. Go ahead and play Magus out here. See if we can shut off their lands again. They do have Cryptic. Cryptic mana. Try to get around that. Logic Knot here for 4 actually wouldn't do it. Venser. Okay. Returning Magus? I guess they're returning Magus. I can't tell if that's what they targeted or not. Yeah, they targeted Magus. So we'll replay Magus and probably get this for Mandator, Mana Leaks. There we go. Our opponent has the tempo deck, that is for sure. That is for sure. We've run into a lot of blue-white as well in these league games. Guess we'll cast the monkey here. This isn't going our way for sure here. We'll grab a mountain. So they're able to mana fix off of Field of Ruin when we have a gemstone out. Let's trade with some Venser here. We're pretty dead though. Once again, our opponent going to pretty close to maximum time here. But I think if they just fire up Colonnade, they got us. We've been playing a lot of blue-white. Been playing a lot of it. Alright. So, that basically makes it so we can't cash this one either for a competitive league. Then we're going to drop just for time's sake and rejoin. But we're going to talk about which deck we're going to join with here. So we have a few options here. We have this Icy Charbelcher, which hasn't done a whole lot in terms of the Goblin Charbelcher and Icy Manipulator. Charbelcher has won us one game, and then we actually haven't seen it since. So it's kind of funny, because if it was like a Koth, we wouldn't be seeing the Koth either. We have this test version, which may not be too bad at the moment. With all the blue-white we're seeing, it may be worth bringing in another, like, Boil almost, it seems. Yeah, I agree, Zale. You just don't see him very often. Yeah, they need to make an impact for sure. We could try running this version, which is more Pyro based, or we can go back to kind of the traditional list where I've decided a Crumble is better than a Hazoret. Yeah, I'm not totally convinced. Might be better to do something else. The extra Maguses and stuff have helped. Something of note. This build might be kind of fun to play with here. We don't need actually probably as many Gemstone Caverns as we have here. We also talked about running this build, but running it with a couple chalices instead. Like 3 chalices instead of these lightning bolts, and not worry about flipping Chandra so much. This one might be worth trying with a couple of chalices. What do we think about that, chap? Add the chalices back in here, take the bolts out, and take one Chandra out. One of these Chandras. Run something like this. I almost want to throw a 4th one of these in. These have been really pretty decent with the other planeswalkers. What is Tybalt's ultimate anyway? Gain control of all creatures until end of turn. Nah, it's not worth it. I was gonna wonder if we could like Tezzer's Gambit up to it. I mean, is there a reason not to try to do an extra? Sweltering Suns over the Slagstorm? It might be. Sweltering Sun. Take out an Abrade here or something. Bring in the other Chandra again. I don't know. I almost wanted to get rid of the Abrades and try the Chandras here again. Chandra, when she resolves, is pretty good. And get like, take 2 of these out, get another Chandra in here. A little Chandra. Where is she? There she is. And another Gambit. Run something like this. Chandra Firebrand's pretty good with Tezzer's Gambit as well, and just kind of go really aggression. Like maybe Koth isn't worth it here, or maybe we should have another Chandra Firebrand. I don't know if I have another. I do. Go down 1 Chandra Torch and put in 1 extra Chandra Firebrand with Tezzer's Gambit drawing. That might be worth it. Try this build maybe. I don't know if Rabble Master's totally worth it in this one. We can go a little more aggressive in towards like Sweltering Suns or something like that. Angers. Like go a lot more control because we have the Planeswalker package here. So if we got rid of Rabble Master. If we got rid of Rabble Master and we put in 2 Sweltering Suns to help us draw. 2 Sweltering Suns here. Have the chalices, maybe one Anger, Molten Rain or something. What do we think? What do we think, chat? 1 more Pyretic because we have 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 is normally what's run here. 4, 5, 6, yeah. We just have a bunch of Tezzer's Gambits now that are played here. Maybe 1 less Gemstone Cavern as well, just because of Tezzer's Gambit. You knew to hit the land, and you have the double reds here. Bring 1 Anger in main here. I don't know. Is there any other like 2 ofs that are like 2 or 3 mana that we've played, Russ, that we would want here? Maybe bring the Abrades back in. 2 Abrades. Run this 60. Where's my Crumble? Bring a Crumble in. We have 2 Sweltering, 2 Anger Crumble. Take out 1 Anger here maybe, because we have so many removals. Sweltering Suns. I really want to Crumble in here. We have a lot of ways to draw here as well. Not really. Not really what? So Braid's really good. Maybe run something like this, mainly red spells, a couple chalices, flip this Chandra and get these Chandras out. Tezzert's Gambit to power out their ultimates quicker. Remember, Tezzert's Gambit can be draw. Oh, I have space for Crumble. Never mind, what am I doing? That's 15. I like this. Chat, you want to run this back into a competitive league? See how we do? This is kind of interesting. That or a friendly. What's interesting about this is it has like a little Chandra here. We can power her out. That's kind of the idea. We're powering out one of our lock pieces and then powering her out. We don't have really a way to hit their face very well. Seeing or not Chandras, we're seeing a lot of flash creatures. I kind of want to try this list. I think the deal here is trying to get caught this Chandra or normal Chandra here. I mean, it might be worth it running an extra Koth in here in place of something. Maybe in place of one of these Chandras, because you're going to try to just power out to it. That might be worth it. Let's run this 60. See how we do. I'm gonna take out one gemstone as well. We're gonna put in one more mountain. And we're gonna run this 60 into a competitive league. See how we do. And then we'll make slight changes. I think I've got a good feeling, guys. I've got a good feeling about this deck. I don't know why. I got a feeling. I think it's where we want to be. Got a good feeling, chat. Got a good feeling. Let's get the W's. Russ, let's get me a trophy. Woo! Tonight's the night, right? I don't know if I'll be able to finish this, but tonight is the night. Alright, we're going to play first. We have our turn 1. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep this. It's turn 1 chalice. So this is different than how we were playing it with no chalices. So turn 1 here, chalice. And then we can clear a board or get a chalice maybe out on 2 or something like that. Hopefully those will help us. Our opponent mulls to 5. Maybe we'll get the concession here. Protects our hand. Alright. Opponent has decided to continue playing. Woo! Alright. Blue, white again. Well, we can't get chalice on 2 just yet, so we'll pass the turn here. We will get to cycle the Sweltering Suns, or we can keep it based on what we think they might be. Okay. It's the plains. Irrigated farmland. It's good for you, opponent. I might just cycle at end of turn here. There's one of those gemstone caverns. Yeah, let's just cycle at end of turn. Already proving to be better than Sweltering. Little cycle there. Cycle action. By the way, if you're new to the stream, thanks for joining and watching. If you're enjoying the content here, don't forget to hit that follow button. It helps us out, grows our community. Helps us all to be better Magic players. Alright, we're going to cycle this. Nice. Gemstone Cavern. Well, not sure here. I guess we can try to jam this chalice on 2. Let's go for it. We'll get one counter out of the way for our planeswalkers when we draw them. Resolves. Woo! Alright. That's pretty nice for us. You can do a little mana fixing there if they'd like. Let's try an Ensnaring Bridge. Chalice resolved. Maybe this will resolve. Who knows? Alright, everything's resolving. What's our opponent got? Our opponent has nothing? There's a Koth. Well, everything else is resolved. Let's go Koth. Go Gadget Koth. I can't imagine Koth resolves. What? Huh? Tezzeret Gambit off the top would be excellent here. Chat? How? What? Are they just on the mono cryptic command plan here? There's the cryptic. One, two, three, four, five, six. Well, I don't really want a Chalice on 3 here. Just tick up and pass turn, I guess. We can almost attack with our mountain. What is... The very first thing we'll do on our turn is tick down Koth if we get the opportunity to. I just can't imagine that our opponent would let us just tick down. That would just shock me. Okay, D-Sphere. There's the D-Sphere. Alright, maybe Chalice on 3 would have been good. D-Sphere's Koth. Okay. There's other Chandra. Play other Chandra here. Feels like this should resolve. Okay, we'll tick up. Ping our opponent. Well, we'll pass the turn. Now Gambit is kind of cool because it's a draw 4. Unless it gets countered. But it's a possible draw 4. It's pretty nice for 3. Reset Chandra. That stuff's good. We have 4 Gambits in hand, or in the deck, so we have plenty to play with here. I'm gonna just ping down, and I think we're just gonna pass turn here. We can play this too. You can play this too, opponent. Chandra's my girl. Look at this flaming hair. Woo! Spicy. Okay, we'll go get our basic. They get basic of their choice too. All right. Yeah, I don't have another one. What? Restoration Angel? If it's Restoration Angel, our opponent really thought about that one. Three, 4, 5, 6. All the mana? Elspeth? You there, Elspeth? Sphinxes for 3. Okay. And that was on their main phase. Sphinxes for 3. Okay. So if we get a walker here or something. I will blood moon you. How does that feel? Okay. We'll tick up, deal 1. I guess we'll go ahead and just pass because we can't play anything else. They have lots of white and a little bit of blue here. I guess we could have played our Gemstone Cavern at this point. Chandra can ultimate and deal in 6, but that's not really what we want to be doing with this Chandra. There's a Gideon. Okay, prevents Chandra. Preventing all damage. Gambit? Ooh. 4-0 with Mill. 4-0 with Mill. That's kind of crazy. Can you take a screenshot? I don't believe you, Russ. I don't believe you. You're always saying you're like 4-0. You take that screenshot. You prove yourself. You prove yourself, man. We're going to cast both of these creatures. If they like to path, they can try all they want and run into Chalice. For having a playset of Gambits here, we're not doing a whole lot. D-Sphere? Supreme Verdict. You got it, opponent. Where are all our other walkers? We'll just keep ticking up. Let's see here. We can get a Chalice on 3 at this point. Chalice on 3 locks out our other Chandra, but locks out D-Spheres on their side. Do we care about getting anything else down that's 3 here? Sweltering. Probably want another Ensnaring Bridge. We don't want to lock ourselves out. Alright, we'll pass. Woo! Yeah. You got it, opponent. Chalice is still on 2. Come on. Something spicy here. That's not spicy. We'll play down a redundant Blood Moon. That's fine. Remember to tick up here. Blue Tron with Chalices. Good luck, Russ. Good luck, buddy. Gideon is preventing Chandra from doing anything. There's an Abrade. Can't cast it. Well, Chandra's huge at this point. She can tick down all she wants to replicate spells. Opponent probably has all the counters in the world, too. That's a 4-4, right? Get rid of a Desperate. You're gonna lose game 1, Russ? It's alright, Russ. It's alright, buddy. I need to get a list published. Bounce that Ensnaring Bridge, buddy. Bounce it. Okay. That's fine. They're running our Chalice on 2. Snapcaster? Getting to do what here? Getting a Sphinxes that they can't cast. Go ahead and abrade this little dude here. Silly little dude. Come on, Tezzert's Gambit. Come on! Alright. We'll get another Chalice down on 2. Guess we'll go ahead and cast the Spirit Guide as well. This way we can maybe get in at Gideon, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know what we're doing here. We're just waving. Chandra's just waving over there at Gideon. Hey Gideon, how you doing? Supreme Verdicts. Leaving the Cryptics open. Dude, what do you have posted on your profile? UW opponent, please. My profile? I could put a Chalice on 4 now. Getting rid of Cryptics. I really need to get a different Planeswalker down at this point. We have, what is it, 5 other hits here, plus the Gambits. We have 4 Gambits to hit, 3 Chandra TODs, 1 Koth, 1 Chandra the Firebrand. The 1 Chandra the Firebrand is the one we wouldn't want at this point. But we are sort of looking for any and all of our other spells here. Right? That's all I play. That's all I play against. Yep. Let's put a Chalice on 2. Hey, opponent, I got a couple of those. Yeah, I'm always playing blue-white, man. Didn't you know that's what it's the main deck I play against. Look at this. This is like cha-ching here. Alright, let's take down. They're gonna counter this. But let's try for it. We might get a chuckle here. Yeah! Look at the replication. Do we want to proliferate any of these? Nope. I think we're just gonna do the 1. We draw the wrong Chandra. Gosh dang it. We'll go for our Ensnaring Bridge here. Play our land. We got the wrong Chandra out. Gosh dang it. We drew 4 cards and we drew Chandra the wrong. I wanted my other Chandra. Stop it, Gideon. You guys will take. Oh, what are you doing, opponent? Vendilion click. What's funny is I haven't used Chandra yet, and I'm just going to ping this off. Because why not? Yeah, take a look at this hand. Look at this juicy hand over here. What are you worried about, opponent? I've got nothing. Wow. They took a card we can't cast. Alright. I like it. We'll ping Vendilion click down. Oh, that's right. Damage prevented. JK. JK. They can attack in if they would like. This is fine. Get rid of this card. Double Chalice. Chalice. Woo! I'm feeling it with this beat. Woo! Oh no, our opponent can hit our face or Chandra that's at 15. Vendilion click, please calm your. Oh, didn't get in the damage. Didn't get in the damage. Look at that. We can't do anything to you. Where is all of our other cards? The bottom half of our deck is going to be absolute gas. Meanwhile, our opponent is not doing anything either. You could attack in. Look at that. You got. Oh, there you go, opponent. Yeah. Get that slap in the face. Alright. We're going to do this again. They know what's up. They know this non-bows with ensnaring bridge, but we don't care. Get that replication. Woo! Draw them cards. Alright. Let's see here. We're just gonna do Chandra here. Chandra's gonna just get big. Yeah, there we go. Alright, alright. How about this Chandra? That Chandra resolves. Sweet. Alright. Let's see here. What else can we do here? I think I want to tick this up. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. Can I do this? Our opponent appears to have. Keep this one. We'll tick down. We'll play Gambit here. We're hurting ourselves. We're hurting ourselves. I'm gonna draw lots of cards here. Tick up, done. Okay. Tick up, done. Okay. I'm gonna throw this chalice down on 0. Alright. What do you got, opponent? What do you got? We'll F6 to our opponent. They can smack our face for quite a bit here, if they would like. We'll see what they do. If they don't, we'll, woo! Gideon, baby! Big boy Gideon. I don't know if our opponent realizes that we have a bajillion cards in hand. Oh, they prevent the damage. They prevent the damage. Damage has been prevented, chat. If we get the opportunity to, we're gonna like alt Chandra here, and we'll see what our opponent. They attack in. They should at Chandra, not our face. There they go. Good job. All right. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna play this Chandra out. Damage is prevented here. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and tick this down to kill this creature. 1, 2, 3. We'll play Ensnaring Bridge out. And we're going to play the moon, even though that would help Chandra here. And that gets us under bridge again. We'll pass our turn over to our lovely opponent across the way. Okay. They have gone to cleanup step without using Gideons here. I think our opponent has F6'd, unfortunately, to us. Why isn't my mouse working? There we go. Alright. Let's attack in with Chandra here. We hit them in the face. Okay. Play our land out. We'll tick up this Chandra. Getting a Blood Moon. We will actually cast this to be able to flip this Chandra here. Ping our opponent. We're not redirecting any of this. No. Okay. We haven't done this Chandra yet. Ping. No. Ping this. We're just gonna ping everything here. If you wanted red super walkers, this is kind of the build for you. We'll keep this. Tick up. We won't cast that. No and no. And we'll pass to our opponent. Control player being out-controlled. What do you think, Russ? What do you think of this board? What do you think of this board? Alright, which one of these Gideons is like, make Gideon emblem? This one is. Alright, prevents the damage from the one that's doing probably the least, considering this does more. New Gideon. Hey Chandra, I heard you had beef with Gideons. Okay. We really need this Chandra to tick up because this one's the one that does the most damage over time. This is silly, people. Alright, Knight can attack in at the moment and still will be able to here. We'll tick this Chandra down. Killing, tick this Chandra up. Let's do Gideon ally of Zendikar at the moment. And we'll tick this one up as well. Doesn't do anything. Woo! Chandra! This is game one, by the way, folks. This is game one. Alright, we're gonna F6 trying to save ourselves some time here. Some actions that have to happen here. I'm gonna try to ult this Chandra here. A lot of things happening. Chandra. Woo! Taking Chandra out on a date. Another ally knight. Ooh. That's not good. Come on. We're gonna cast this. 1, 2, 3, let's go. We'll proliferate. Done. We can now ultimate this Chandra. Say no to that, no and no at the moment. I'm gonna play out our Chandra. Tick this Chandra up at the moment. Gonna pass the turn. Got them all. Always yield to this. Alright. Now we just gotta get rid of Gideon. Gideons. So many Gideons. Preventing damage. Oh, we do have 8 cards in deck. That is noteworthy. Supreme Verdicts. Has this Gideon... They don't have an emblem. We win? Do we win because they didn't... What? They don't have a Gideon emblem. Oh, return to hand. Okay. That's cool. At upkeep, you're gonna die. Is there a counter that I'm not aware of? Has our opponent just goofed because there's just too much going on? Alright, we got it. What the heck? Why didn't they Gideon all... I think they were just on autopilot and forgot. Alright, let's begin the sideboards here. Alright, Boyle's great in this matchup. Eidolons can help us a little bit here. Torpor Orb and Spellskite here. I don't think we want anything else. So what's great in this matchup? Koth is pretty good here. Sweltering Suns didn't prove to be very useful. Nor were there braids necessarily. Although it was good, we'll take Maguses out. Because Maguses can just die. We'll be a little more aggressive. And we'll play this out and see where we can go. We got the W against Blue-White though, game 1. If there's anything that seems to work with this deck, is Blue-White seems to do a-okay. We can kill Blue-White at times. I don't know, Russ, if you saw that, but that was pretty sweet. By the way, if you like that Chandra win over Gideon, Chandra being the better Planeswalker, perhaps, hit that follow button. It helps support us. We do appreciate it. Tedious die. We're gonna mulligan this. Alright. We're gonna keep this hand. This is a pretty good hand against our opponent. And we're gonna keep the Eidolon on top. If our opponent doesn't have action, we'll be pretty set here. Alright. Going to game 3, Russ. Concentrate, man. Why are you here? Get that 5-0. Be better at Magic. Be better than Fluffy. It's really easy. It's really easy. Everyone in chat can be better than Fluffy. Snapcaster Mage. Hello there. We're gonna play Desperate into Chandra here. We're gonna let them attack into us. We can attack back, and then we can play Eidolon by casting. What's cool is this is by cast. It's not has to resolve. It's cast. So you get in that damage, and then you just get to cast something. And that's fine. If we trade with a Snapcaster, we're probably okay too. Ooh, Torpor Orb is a pretty good card though. Alright, we'll attack. Hey man. Zafir Killer. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. I do appreciate it. You're the first follower of the day. It's awesome. Thanks, man. Alright, you got it. You got your path. Sweet. No path. No path. Look at that. Look at that flip. I do appreciate it though, man. Thank you so much. Helps grow our community here. We're always looking for those new faces. Thank you, thank you. Opponent cycles. Nameless 3. Hey man, how are you? You look like a new face. How's your Monday treating you? Shoutouts to you. Shoutouts to you. Let's get these W's here. Let's get these W's. Our opponent decides not to do anything here. Hey, Nameless, thanks. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Whoa, calm down, opponent. Bounce? Alright, they're going to return, draw. We do 2. We're going to slam Koth here. I'm going to tick up and get the town here. Hold back Eidolon. Eidolon's going to do it. Nameless, we've played. I try to pay attention to who I've played against. So we've beaten you a couple times. That, or are you playing against Russ? Russ, my man over there. Alright, we're going to Torpor Orb here. We're going to take some damage. Try to bait this out. Not today. Not today. Alright. I don't know what our opponent's doing here. Our opponent's just being a goofball. We may have goofed here by not untapping before playing. Okay. We have goofed slightly. We have goofed slightly here. Let's get in. So Chandra's probably the higher upside here. Oh, condemn. Alright. We'll jam out another Eidolon instead. Well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taps. We'll play Chandra out here, I think. Ugh. Alright. Let's play Chandra out here. If they were to Supreme Verdict or something else, it's not really going to change the Eidolon damage here. If our opponent decides the Sphinx's Revelation here, that's fine. Gideon's fine too. Makes a knight. So we're going to play Koth here. Oh, we missed 1 point of damage here because we're silly. We are silly. Go ahead and up here. Let's go ahead and ping for one. Pinging for one here? I think we are. Say no to this. So we missed out on 1 damage here, which actually would have gotten our flip. So we have slightly goofed here. Slightly goofed. Blocking here will allow us actually to ultimate Koth off of Tezzeret's Gambit, which this is why Tezzeret Gambit is in the deck. We actually might jam more Koths than that other Chandra because of this interaction here. Ooh, hold on. Getting a little frisky here. I think we're gonna block. We're gonna try to keep Koth alive here because that's extra damage coming across. Helps us cast things. Let's see here what our opponent's casting here now. Spreading Seas, cantrips. That's an interesting card to keep in against us. Alright. What's funny here is they went for like face instead. So, and we actually get to pay with blue for Tezzeret's Gambit. This is kind of cool. You lost for 1. No, man. No, man. Don't do it. I'm going to get an emblem now while we can. Which is pretty good against our opponent. We're just going to ping with Chandra here. No need to redirect. We could have waited. Could have waited and blocked. We got excited. Chat. Alright, we have a Koth emblem. We have 4 mountains, 2 and 1 in hand. They can spreading seas and stuff, but I think we got it. It's a grindy matchup, but I think we got it. Almost 5-0 with the mill plan, Russ, man. You almost had it. D-Sphere is what? D-Sphere is a mountain? Can't D-Sphere this thing. You got it, opponent. This actually is saving them points of life. Saved us too, though. Hey, Russ, check out our graveyard over here. You see this? Oh, what's that blue card? Oh, yeah. And we're going to hit our opponent for 2 here. See if we finish it on our turn. No. Bam, bam. No redirects, please. Okay. No redirects. No redirects. No redirects. Got it? We got chat. I know exactly what I'm changing when we get out of this league. I know exactly what I want to be doing with this deck. 2-0 against blue-white with this pile. The immediate change that I'm going to do is, although this is nice to draw a whole bunch, we're going to put in 2 Koths. Quick Koth is lights out for our opponents. Why aren't we doing that? Chat, help us be better Magic players. Chandra Firebrand is sweet with the Tezzeret's Gambit, but I think I just want 2 Koths. After seeing that, and you tick up once with Koth, and if you have a Gambit in hand or anything, you just power it out. Power out that ultimate, man. Let's use Koth for what Koth is worth. Alright. This is an interesting hand. We can turn 1 Chandra into turn 2 Magus if we draw. We're going to keep this. What's interesting about this hand is we'll probably pitch a Chandra. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, because Sweltering Sun actually cycles. So we got all whoa. That Koth on top. Alright. I think here, based on seeing that, we're gonna get the Chandra down and hope it's not burnt. Magus is gonna be funny here if it's burned. Sweltering Suns though would be nice if it's more like goblins. We'll see. We'll see. Our opponent is reading Chandra. We like this. You got it, opponent. Read that Chandra. Ooh. Bolt that Chandra. Do it. Yeah. Alright. We're really badly set up here based on the cards that we have. But that's okay. Got a Blood Moon. Super useful here. Super useful. Got just a bit unfortunate with our draws and a little bit unfortunate that appears we're against Burn. If we draw a Chalice though, Chalice on 1 will be pretty nice. Chalice or land. There's a Braid. Braid can take care of Mr. Goblin Guide here. Or Lavamancer. Both are fine to take care of. Alright, we're going to see what's on top. Maybe we can get a land out of it if they attack. Opponent stuck on 1 land is nice for us too. It slows down their clock quite considerably. Yeah, you get in there. What is this attack? What is this attack, opponent? What? Okay. We'll take that 1. We're going to get rid of Goblin Guide here at end step. A weird attack. Rift Bolt. That's a weird attack not to get in for 2, but that's what they do. We might just Sweltering at this point. Get rid of this. Well, alright, let's play our creature out. They don't know about the Sweltering Sun. They can bolt this off if they like. If they want to just hit us for 2, that's fine. Everybody's playing Zephyr. Everyone's playing Strange. Yeah, it kind of seems like it. It's Monday. It's like I'm not sure what I'm playing Monday. That's what it's like. All right, our opponent can activate Grim Lavamancer here. At this point, it's time to turn on the heat and get some Koth damage down. What do you think of that, opponent? Alright, what's new here? The Gemstone Caverns is not new. We can untap that. It's a mountain. Alright. Our opponent is Burn, clearly. We're going to just smash in for 6. I have no respect for our Grim Lavamancer or their Goblin Guide in hand. We might be just Sweltering Suns next anyway if they drop a creature. Ping's Koth. Is this fine? Maybe. They might go straight. They going straight for the face. Going straight for the face, chap. Can the Lavamancer beat the Koth? Bolt. Oh, can't redirect. Sweltering Sun's been decent-ish. Alright, they go for Koth here. I gotta smash in here. Yep, alright, there goes Koth. It's probably fine with us. Gonna attack in here. We're gonna play the Sweltering Sun. I think I beat them only if I get that off, because that's 2 a turn. Alright, here comes the double spells. We're on turn 7 against Burn. Chandra's pretty good here. Chandra's good, but she's not as good as I think Blood Moon would be here for all the Boros Charm Lightning stuff. We'll go ahead and play Blood Moon and try to conceal Chandra. Go away notification. See how we're doing here. By the way, if you're enjoying this little Chandra package here that we got going on, hit us up with a follow. Help the chat out. Help the chat out, help the community out, help us out, grow our community, be part of it. Be part of what we're doing here in 2018. You don't want to miss it. Alright, we're gonna Chandra here. Just assuming they have Helix, Boros Charm or something. Dude, Russ, you need to unfollow and refollow. There you go. Reset that follower subscription thing. Alright, I think our opponent's got it here. So, we have the Chalices. They're probably not expecting Chalices based on what we're running. Necessarily. Alright, Tezzer's Gambit's actually not the best because it hurts us here. What do we got for them? We got Eidolons for them. That's pretty decent here. And then Angers if we need them. It's not too bad. And Spellskite. Come over here, Spellskite. Nothing else is important here. Maguses definitely come out here. I think a Firebrand can come out here and one Blood Moon, probably. Blood Moon's decent, but not backbreaking here. I think this is a fine setup here. Let's see what we can do with this. Actually, yes, Russ, you are following. You're not subscribed, man. And you're like always here. And why not? I'll plug it. Oh, where's Nightbot? Dumb Nightbot. Hold on. Where is it? Oh my gosh, did it not save? Commands. Custom. Free sub. Should be this. Bam. That's what Nightbot's supposed to say. Nightbot is clearly not here. Nightbot let me down. Yeah, I'd like to play first. No, this is a bad hand. We're gonna mulligan. Alright. There we go. We'll keep this. Need a land on top. Maybe it's there. Bam. Oh, you're new to the Twitch thing? Do you actually not know what a subscriber is? Subscriber gets you an emote if I had one. I'm working with the artist to get one. So we're a little ways away from that. But basically a subscriber is you give money, or if you have Amazon Prime, you can like link your Twitch and Amazon Prime, and then you can do a subscriber. It just gives you a little benefits if I have emotes. I don't have emotes at the moment, but we're trying to get those. And then you get to be able to play them in the channel when you chat. Really, Russ? Oh, I appreciate that. So you got like one follower? You follow one thing. It's me. It's much love, man. Much love. Appreciate it. What the heck is an emote? It's things like I'm subscribed to Gabby, so we have things like this. Like those are some Gabby emotes. So I'm subscribed to Gabby and she has those kinds of emotes. So that's the stuff. Oh my gosh, land please. So like I use Twitch Prime and I give it to Gabby from time to time, but I give it to others as well. And that gets us gets your emotes. I don't have any, but our opponent's just like spewing good cards here. Land. There we go. Yeah, they're just like special figures and stuff. You'll see people use them from time to time. If anybody in chat has emotes from someone else, show Russ what they are, since we don't have any. Maybe the artist will. Yeah, that's Gabby Sparks' stuff. Oh my gosh, another Eidolon. Alright, Eidolon, can you run against Koth here? But yeah, so once I get the emotes, it'll make more sense to subscribe to me. I get one emote slot, so I'm working on it. Fancy wizardry computer stuff. We'll attack in. Our opponent can kill Koth here if they like. They take a turn off hitting us in the face, which is nice. If you're like a bigger streamer, I don't know. You weren't watching to guide us. To protect Koth. Gotta protect the Koth, man. Also, I took Gambits out, but I ended up drawing one. But I don't know. Do we just like go for this? Do we just go for this? You get 4, ping 2, ping there. We don't get to ping them because we didn't draw an extra, so we only have 1. I don't think we have an out here, guys. Play an Eidolon out. We'll untap and get in for 4. Getting in. Damages. They're at 8. Eidolon mirror. Get the alt Koth here, maybe. Opponent's got all the mana. Surely they can kill us. Try to use gamble and hit a land. It's true, it would only do 2, but I think we're dead. Alright. We would have hit a land off the Gambit. Alright, we lost to burn. Lost to that burn matchup. Nope. Don't care. Skipping ad, please. Thanks. There we go. You good luck, Russ, man. You win those points. You play what you need to win. All right, we have 5 mana on turn 1. This sand does nothing. Sand does nothing. We're gonna mulligan. This hand doesn't do a whole lot other. Wow, these are both bad starting hands. We'll mulligan this as well. Golly. Golly. Hey, going any further. We'll keep, I guess. Alright. That's a card on top. We can actually cast it next turn too. Those two bad hands. Many bad hands. What are you doing, opponent? What you doing, opponent? Opponent's really thinking about that turn 1 play there. Oh my gosh, is this going to be like another one of those? They're going to see the Tezzer's Gambit on top. They're going to have absolutely no idea what we're playing here. We're going to pass the turn, I think. I don't want to get some stupid stubborn denial. I've had that happen too many times, and we really do need to draw off this Gambit. Gambit's going to be important for us. So we're going to do our best to get through this league as quick as we can. It is a work night, though. Alright, we're not really sure what our opponent's on either at the moment. I don't think they've figured out what we're on either. They got to see Gambit. Alright, Goif. You got it, man. Goif. We're going to throw a sorcery in here, unfortunately. Wow. Blood Moon. Play a... Oops. We'll play a Blood Moon here, so we shut off any double green colors. They have an Abrupt Decay. This looks a bit weird. If they have Abrupt Decay, it'll look a bit weird here. Searching, or dealing enough damage to play out something big. Grim Flare. Alright, they're off blue mana, which is good for us. They're going to get in for 3 here. Play Tezzer's Gambit here. We're going to take 2 to do so. Done. Alright, we'll wait a turn to play Chandra here. That way if we draw something nice and spicy here, we can play her and probably play something else. Death's Shadow is a 1/1. Nothing too scary over there just yet. Bridge would be great off the top. Wouldn't lock us into a win, but would certainly help us. Certainly help us. Alright. Another Gambit here. We'll try to play this Chandra out here. Go ahead and pass here. 4, 5, 6, 7. Do we need to play the other monkey out here? May have to play this monkey out here. Gotta play the monkey out. Need a few more blockers here. Getting in with everything here. Getting in with everything. 4, 5. Any reason to block this? This feels bad if we block there. See if they have anything to hurt themselves. Teamer Battle Rage? You got it, man. Really hard to see that one coming. Not good. Yeah, I need a bridge. It's not gonna happen here. It's not gonna happen here. No bridges to be found. I'm not really sure why our opponent is doing this. They've already got it. Yeah. Okay. Alright, more gambits. Alright, Chalice is pretty decent here. Bloodman's good. A Braid may not hit a whole lot. Let's see here. Eidolon's pretty good here. Spellskite. I think we'll try these. We'll submit. So we're going to just try to get smaller creatures out initially. We're on the play this time. Let's see where we can go. We also mulliganed down a little bit there, which was no good necessarily. We mulled the 5. Had a gambit on top. Didn't cast it immediately. Afraid of stubborn denial. Found out our opponent was green black value town. Green black value town. Well, we got a moment here. If you're brand new to the stream, welcome, welcome. If you like what you see here, hit that follow button. Help support us. Help us get to our follower goal here. We are, what, 22 away? 22 away, guys. 22 away in 1 week. Man. We got a little help at the beginning, but from the beginning of the year to now, we've accelerated that, and I appreciate everyone that's followed. You guys are awesome. Any extras are icing on the cake for today. I do appreciate it. If you see something that you want improved from the stream, let me know. We're always open to ideas. Alright. It's a turn 2 Blood Moon. We'll keep it, and we have the bridge as well. Both are pretty decent against our opponent. And we have redundant Blood Moon effects here, which is kind of nice. So we'll see where it can take us here. The bubble. Bobble really helps Tarmogoyf too, being an artifact. Bobble. Does our opponent not have any lands? Okay, there's a land. Jeez. Opponent hammered their life total there just to get a land, it looks like. Alright. They're looking to Thoughtseize us. Inquisitions. Alright, so it's not turn 2 Blood Moon here. They take Simian Spirit Guide here. They have to. I would think they'd have to. I mean, if they're not taking it, then what? Yeah, exactly. What are they taking? Alright. We get a Desperate. We are rewarded. We're going to play the Blood Moon out. It's a little safer than a Magus. That's a nice top deck for us. Opponent's probably not too thrilled to see that. Next one we'll get out is going to be I think we'll get a Magus out to put pressure on. Our opponent really had to dig for their land there, it looks like. And it looks like they're stalled on lands as well. It's really good for us. We'll jam out the other Magus here. It's probably a little correct to diversify and get the bridge out. It does get our opponent to scoop, though. 2 creatures. There's an Eidolon as well. So our opponent didn't get to see the Eidolon or anything like that. So I don't think actually Chandra's going to get through here. I think Sweltering Sun would be slightly better here. We could also do 1 Sweltering, 1 Crumble. In the event that we get them. This is non-basic though. Let's do this. Sweltering is just in case they get a little wide on us before we can really do anything, namely with like Grim Flares or something, maybe. Man, this seems like a bad idea. Let's put Chandra back in. That's a bad idea. That was a bad idea, chat. You guys are supposed to stop me when I make bad plays. It's probably a good play. Chat's gonna come back. You should have taken it out. Help me, chat. Russ, how are your games going, man? You've gone quiet. Where are you at, Russ? Also, shout out to our lurkers, always. Lurkers are awesome. We shout out to them, always. If you are a lurking, though, you win, bro. Nameless 3. You will win. Don't worry. You think so? I don't know. Goyf can be a problem. Goyf can be a little problem. Wow, this hand's almost good. Almost good. Redundant Blood Moon effects are good. Chandra's pretty nice as a threat. She can ping down. Ensnaring Bridge. Needs acceleration. We have 2 draws at a land. I don't know if it's a bad hand. No dorks. Well, we can't always go for the dork plan. Remember, we're on the draw, so they get a turn 1 Thoughtseize usually on us or something. I think I've played against so many Death Shadows that have turn 1. I think I want to keep this. I want to keep this due to redundancy. We kind of get the sense of what they might have depending on what they take here. So we're just going to keep it. Hope redundancy pays off here. See if our opponent's decided to keep like a no lander again. We could pray for a dork, sure. We have 2 draws at it. I mean, we're not getting a turn 1 Blood Moon. That's just not happening here. But we have, like I said, the redundancy is nice. Both die to Abrupt Decay, so it doesn't really matter which one we play. They may have brought in some more fatal pushes based on seeing the Maguses last turn. Our opponent doesn't appear to have a turn 1 discard spell, which is really good for us. They will fetch probably a basic Swamp. Oh, I spoke too soon. Chat. Chat. I just lose? What do you mean I just lose? There's our Pyretic. If they do Goyfs, we'll be fine. I'm not worried about a Goyf. I'm worried about discard. I'm not worried about Goyf. Alright, play here is going to be a Blood Moon if we can. We have plenty of time to get Chandra down. Nice draw. It was a nice draw. Doesn't mean it's going to stay in our hand. Here comes the Goyf. There he is. There's our buddy. There's our buddy. Alright, we're going to shut them off mana. And we're probably going to take a couple hits here. Thoughtseize helps us, actually. They will take bridge. But in the case we draw another bridge, it'll help us. We are at a healthy life total, though, so we can take some hits from this. It's going to be a 4-5. It's a bit of a bummer. He's not locked necessarily. He's gonna be slowed, that's for sure. So he probably has like some ensnaring bridge, like removal. The question is if he can actually remove it in time. Next threat is Chandra. Land, please, off the top. Land. I mean, 4-5 Goyf's not too slow. Land. Land. Oh, it's going to feel bad with no land. Thank you. Alright. We play Chandra here because Chandra can end up flipping and help us actually remove Goyfins. Mr. Goyfins here in the event that we get a Chandra and they don't play anything and we get to swing in. They're going to swing in here. Alright, land off the top means we can actually kill Goyf. And I don't know if our opponent is aware of that. Well, to be fair, we had 2 mountains. We had then 19 draws for lands along with another 9 draws. So we had 28 out of our 51 cards. I mean, it's pretty high. What are you worried about, opponent? Smash my face! If Chandra puts the brakes on Goyf here, that's like a W. That would be a W if a Chandra puts the stop on a Goyf. That would be mind-blowing. Sweet. Alright. Assuming no other creature, Chandra does flip here. We can play a Magus out to protect Chandra. Opponent's playing pretty slow here. Oh! Well, we have to discard a creature. Can't let Goyf grow any bigger. That was a good card. Alright, bridge off the top would be nice. Bridge off the top would be nice. It's not what we wanted. I think we have to play the Gambit, though. We die to... What do we die to? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gambit gives us the most draws to draw out of this, I think. And we're looking for bridge. Alright. Well, Thought seizes us, taking a Chandra. Needing bridge. Bridge only. Oh, this is looking worse and worse, guys. Thanks for chatting with me, Nameless3. Thank you. You're awesome. Bridge or lose, pretty much. Not really sure why our opponent's thinking about this. Chandra, slam face, pass turn. Do we brawl the bridge? And Culligan's Command is a rough card for us. Really is. Kills all of our little dudes that we do try to run out sometimes. Kills artifacts. Discards our hand. Man, it's just it's like the hate card against us. Yeah, good job. You did Chandra here. Ugh. Go ahead and cast this guy out here. Pass turn. We can block. We can block for 2 turns. It's not ideal. We get the block here. Yeah, block. No! It's a small Death Shadow. We're okay with that. It's a Spell Skite. Alright. We get 2 creatures out, which is kind of nice because we can block, maybe kill Death Shadow if something weird doesn't happen here. Although I just had a Rakdos Charm the other game. Alright. We'll block here in case we need to use Spellskite for something. Like protecting a bridge. That's not a bridge. Alright, I think it's better to put it on 2 to avoid the Teamer Battle Rage here. Alright, Spellskite. Spellskite, defend us. Bridge still saves us here for a while. Needing bridge. Needing bridge. Hey there. How's it going? Yeah?
Got some meeting minutes to type up.
Ah, meeting minutes. Bridge or bust. Bridge or bust here, guys. That's not a bridge. Alright. We fought hard. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What is this? The bridge. It's a bridge, guys. Yep. Wife just came home. Pooch was sleeping. The pooch was sleeping. The pooch. Happens all the time, right? The 1 card deep, guys. Can I get a follow for that 1 card deep? Ah, I'm just pain my heart, man. Pains my heart. Sympathy follow, right? Need to educate Russ on the sympathy subscriber right there, you know. It's always 1 more deep. 1 more deep would have given us probably at least 3 or 4 more draws, easy. Before they drew their Culligan's Command right off the top, right? Alright, we won the die roll here. We're against Sebastian Pozo. I'm gonna say okay. Let's run it. This has a problem. The problem with this hand is lands. If we can get to 3, it'd be great. If we can get to 3, it would be great. I don't think we can keep this though. Just depends on how risky we want to be. How risky do we want to be, chat? It's a risky hand. It is. It is nameless. Super risky. Alright, chat, I'll let you decide. Here. Are we keeping this or not? Are we keeping or not? Mull. Okay, we'll mulligan. Alright, this is a much better hand. We'll keep this. No Blood Moon, but it has an Ensnaring Bridge. Chalice on top is pretty good too. Let's just do Chalice on 1. We're off to the races. We're off to the races, boys. Nice mull. Nice mull. Woo! That was a lucky mull. Basic Forest playing the Utopia Sprawl. This ain't good. This ain't good. Alright, we'll jam the Chalice on 1 to avoid Arbrows. More Utopia Sprawls. All the nastiness. Yeah, it's probably green red Ponza. It is red on the Utopia Sprawl. Alright. We're gonna jam Chandra here. See if Chandra will stick. You got it, opponent. You got it, opponent. A lot of green man over there. Acid Mosses us. Okay. We might be able to get Chandra to flip here. This is a tough matchup. Alright. We'll attack in here. Get to... We're gonna play the Magus, which I know is a bit risky here, but it gets us a Planeswalker. And if they can't deal with the Planeswalker soon, we do a lot of damage. They may be able to, though. They have Inferno Titan mana. Oh, do they have Inferno Titan? They do. 3 to Chandra. So, 2 and 1. Alright, land off the top would be great. Land off the top. Rip 1 off the top. That's close enough. Close enough, chat. Close enough, chat. Alright. Let's see if he has a main deck way to get rid of Bridge. Ooh. We'll see if he has the main deck way to get rid of Bridge. By the way, Chandra's ultimate is pretty sweet if you haven't read it. Chandra Roaring deals 6, and then they get a emblem. Ooh, need another land off the top. Land so I can get rid of these Thopters. In a weird way, they can pitch things to PA. PA and Karen can pitch the Thopters to deal damage. It's a little bit awkward. There's another Bridge. Yeah, but we gotta get our hand empty here. Alright, we'll kill Pia and Kieran. Let him ditch one of these to kill Chandra here. That's fine with us. We really could use a land here. We're gonna get hit for 2. It's a shame. We couldn't keep Chandra. PO is a pretty good draw off the top, especially with us not drawing things. Hunt Master, that's how they beat us. Land? Oh, Blood Moon. This flips, dealing 2 to us. Can't attack now, so they can only get in for 3. Really, really needing a land here, guys. Needing a land. I was gonna say we've hit exactly 4 of our 30 sources. Sweltering Suns would do a nice cleanup here. Only problem is Sweltering won't get rid of the Ravager of the Fells here. Do we have another way to blow up a land here? Thragtusk. Bird. Oh, they cast 2. This flips. Land? Land so we can get rid of it? Land. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go, chat. There we go. Get rid of that junk there. There we go. He made a goofed flipping Huntmaster there. Don't have another Huntmaster, man. Interesting beast. I wonder why it looks like that. Alright, we're gonna play Desperate Ritual, getting out in Snaring Bridge here. Trying to just hide behind the bridge. Inferno Titan's not gonna kill us anytime soon. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. If our opponent has a way to kill us, they will find it now. Oh boy. What's nice is Tireless Tracker will probably be too big to ever kill us. There's a Moss. Jeez, man. This is just brutal. Gets the clue off the Moss. Ugh, Thopters. Oh no. Hits us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is real bad. Real bad. Pawns is one of our hardest matchups. We're gonna get crushed into the ground here. Alright, I think I've had enough of this opponent here. Let's go to our next game. Alright. Yeah, GG there is, right? Yeah. Torp Orb. Yeah, it's pretty brutal, to say the least. That I think I take these 8 out and bring these 8 in. So we're going lower to the ground. We do have Sweltering's, Braids, Eidolons to get rid of the smaller creatures that they appeared to have. Chalice is still pretty good here, and Snaring Bridge is a must. Chandra's and Gambits, along with Koth, should be able to close it out if we can get that combination. We have to be very fast, though. I mean, we hit them to 12 pretty quickly, and then they just recovered. So we're going to try to avoid that situation. Going for the win in the aggro department here. Yeah, Tracker does tend to win the game. That's why we're going to keep the Braids in to try to take out a Tracker. With the Ponza deck, based on how they're ramping, killing things and dropping lands, Tracker just turns on like this weird engine that they can continuously grab stuff. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hey, listen. But no, trackers some serious value. We do die to it pretty frequently. Would you like to play first? Yes, please. The sand's almost there. Thank you, Russ. Computer engineering. Very nice. Very nice. This hand's almost there. I think we mull. Unfortunately, Chalice on 1's nice because it prevents them from ramping like crazy. But then we don't play anything. By the way, Nameless3, thanks for reading my profile. I don't have much there, but thanks. Means a lot. Checking in. Let's see here. This has some good upside. The problem is it's just land light. I'm gonna mulligan because they can kill like all our lands. Alright. This is a better thing against their deck. Put Chandra on top. Pass the turn here. We can't go too nuts here on turn 1. But after that. Nice. Alright, we got our Eidolon down. We're probably going to cycle this Sweltering Sun. If we see nothing here. Chandra's pretty good. Alright, this is the kind of start we want. Do I play at GPs and SCG frequently? SCG doesn't come anywhere near where I live. So the answer is no. And the GP's been here in 2012 and some other time. So no, they don't show up very often. Yeah, I wish they'd be closer. Russ goes to a few of them, but they're not anywhere near where I live. Stone rains us. Interesting. Go ahead and hit them for 4 here. Every now and then I have events that I can go to locally, like IQs, PBTQs, but the big events don't come to our city. There's Pia Kir Nalar. Another Chandra. What are we doing here? Alright. We're going to attack in with Eidolon here. See if we can get a trade of any sorts. We're going to ping with Chandra and then Sweltering Sun ping with Chandra. It's maximum damage, especially if this goes through. With this play here, we may actually Ensnaring Bridge instead. We'll play Ensnaring Bridge while we get the opportunity to, and we'll pass. I'm not too worried about 2 Thopters at the moment. Waiting has been rewarded here. Sweet. The waiting reward. Nice. We'll get him for 2 here. We can get rid of this tireless tracker. End of turn, we get to ping them. Alright, this is fun. You ready for this? We ping, we play a Desperate Ritual. We get to untap. We're going to ping again. We get to play Chandra. Get to ping again. Get both Chandras. And kill our opponent. Combo! Combos. How much damage was that? That was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, that felt good. We had Sweltering Sun back up too. Alright. We really need an Ensnaring Bridge to live here. I don't think Torpor Orb. Well, I think it does enough. Let's take one of these out and put one of these in. Submit. 1-2 matches in the queues. Nice, Russ. Nice. Now why aren't you doing that in the leagues? Alright, this has lots of lands, Gambit, and Rituals. I think I'm going to keep this based on how our opponent plays here. That's good. I'd take that. Just saying. Alright. We have plenty of ways to draw out here. And because we're playing Eidolon anyway, I'll play this Eidolon past turn here. Now we can Gambit. Be great. Ooh. Okay. Courser. No land. No more lands. What is this? Chandra, please. Yeah, this is Bonzo. I have a million life here. Yeah, it's a very hard matchup. Chalice needs to be on 2. Alright. What's cool is Tezzer's Gambit only does 2 to us instead of 4. Our opponent has all the lands. Oh boy. Thragtusk. I think we might be passing here. I'll draw cards. Alright, we're going to pass to our opponent. We know exactly what we like to play here. We do need an ensnaring bridge pretty quick. Ensnaring bridge. Bridgens. Stone rain. Look at that stone rain. Just gonna bash our faces in. I'm surprised it's not a molten rain. Why they do stone rains. I don't know. That's a good question, Russ. We do that quite often. We do that quite often, to say the least. Also, where was this, you know, Sweltering Suns a little earlier, too? Because they had all their creatures here, and we draw it too late. We're not playing Gambit to find things. We're playing Gambit to ramp up our Planeswalkers. So it's drawing us cards, but it's to ramp up like Koth or something. Tireless Tracker decides it's worth 4 and damages. Sweltering Sun's looking better and better here. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do with Gambit. We can also use the Firebrand Chandra to double down on it. There's an Acid Moss. Alright, what are they attacking with? Just Thrag Daddy? Alright, we're going to double block here. We've had enough of our Eidolons. It's time to get rid of our Eidolons. Goodbye. One, two, three. Alright, clear that. We can play 3, exile, and let's get Chalice on 2 here. My mouse is acting funny. Alright, that's our best bet at it. Bridge is what we're looking for. Needing bridge. Yep. That's for the like acidic slime that they're probably running. Why does this game hate me? Because I'm streaming it. That's why. It doesn't want anyone to know about itself. It's just like, don't worry about me. Don't worry. Bridge. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ping. Ping. This is the punishment stream. This stream is all about watching Fluffy get wrecked. Maybe I should just change the emote to a wrecked emote. That I asked, hey artist, we have been playing for the last week and notice that the little like cool emote I asked? Yeah, we need wrecked. Alright, opponent, you got it. Pawns is a hard matchup for us. Alright, that's 3 losses, 1 win. We're going to jam one last one for the night. Just kind of as a practice round. Let's see how our final game goes here, though. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, though. I'll give you this one last not-so-victory game here. Maybe we can get an opponent that's just... Alright, man. Appreciate it. No problem. Stop by anytime. Share with your friends. Hang out. Whatever you want, man. You take care. Have a good night. Oh, dang. Yeah, go to bed. Go to bed, man. What are you doing? Get out of here. It's like 10:40 here. Alright. Let's jam out this last game here for the night. I do appreciate it again once and for all here. Let's get this going. Gosh. No lands. I've done nothing wrong, game. I've done nothing wrong. Alright, our opponent's 0-2. Alright, this is kind of what we want to be doing. Alright, we'll keep this. And we'll put that on the bottom. We need the lands. Need them lands. I wonder if you could play like a green-red ramp deck with some Tezzeret Gambit in it and just try to power out like ultimates on Planeswalkers or something. Like there's the doubling season build, but like if you were to do like, I don't know, Blood Moons, some basic forests really powered out and hide behind a bridge of your own, like play green-red ramp bridge Planeswalker Tezzeret Gambit stuff. That might be something. Alright. Opponent has all non-basics. So if we can draw a land, that'd be great. That'd be great. Deck. 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 Oh, deck. Opponent has no idea what we're playing. Play that 3/3 Death Shadow, man. You got it. You got it. Alright, we're going to concede. That's not what we want to be doing here. Alright, Eidolon's Spellskite's in. Sweltering's Braids out. Alright, I'm going to try this real fast. We'll see how this one goes. Our opponent just probably instantly put it back here. We're going to keep this. If we don't get the Chalice, we'll get a Chandra out pretty quick, followed by an Eidolon. So there's some good upside here. Good upsides. Alright. Chalice on 1 is the next plan here, followed by Chandra into Eidolon, which would probably close this game out. Let's see here. We're going to play Eidolon. It plays around Stubborn Denial. And it starts hurting them here. Thought Scours themselves. Okay. It'll do some damage to us here, but I think we're okay with that. We basically get die just with one swing. Our opponents searched all basics. All their basics. Gurmag Angler. Wow. That guy's big. I think we cast these. We're gonna take some damage here, but we're gonna get a chalice on one afterwards. Let's see if we can get around Mr. Angler here somehow. Liliana. Wow. I haven't seen Liliana in a like Death Shadow type build. Alright. Well, I guess we'll Koth, get rid of Liliana here. Doesn't really do a lot for us, unfortunately. Because they can just take care of Koth here. We could find a bridge. We basically need a bridge at this point. Needing a bridge. Bridge and only bridge. Otherwise our night is done here. Cast Fatal Push. Oh, they can delve some more? Is that the idea? I think so, they can delve. Opponent's having some fun with us here. Bridge. Needing a bridge. Bridge ASAP, please. So it was Grixis Death Shadow. They just had a Liliana. That kind of messed us up. I'm almost convinced it's Grixis Death Shadow. Just the Liliana out of nowhere kind of was rough. Needing bridge. Bridge, please. Alright. We get a look at it. I think we're done here. 4, 5. Yep. Neither of those were bridges, so we're going to concede. Alright. Is it any... Ooh, all the blood moons. It wasn't... there was a couple bridges. Alright. It was way down there. Way down there. Alright. Well, we had some fun today. We ran Chandra's build here, which does some good things. It's not as aggressive as we'd like. We have some ideas here to take Chandra Firebrand out and maybe put a few more Koths in with the Tezzeret game plans. So that certainly would be an option there, along with maybe adjusting the sideboard just slightly based on what we're seeing. Normally we're running Pyro Prison the pre-board. The only difference is usually a Hazoret here, but otherwise this is the stock list that we're usually running. So that's usually what we're doing. It is getting late here though, chat. I do appreciate everyone that has joined. If you've just joined us, hit that follow button and catch us next time. If you've been lurking and enjoyed the content as well, hit that follow button as well. I do appreciate any and all follows. It helps grow our community here as we try to be better Magic players. With that though, I'm gonna take it offline for tonight, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.